Yo, the people, this Nate here.
This Kev.
And yo, we are Games Music Life. This is the Games Music Life podcast, episode 324.
Yes, sir.
What's up, man?
Yeah, that sounds right. Hey, man, you know what I mean? Made it through another week, man. It finally started to warm up outside, so it's pretty nice.
Is it going to get cold again?
Yeah, brother, this is Ohio, man. Do not be fooled by, you know what I'm saying, the false promise of spring. It happens every year. Yeah. It happens every year, brother. It warms up for literally 2 weeks, and we think that we made it through, and then boom, you know what I mean? The blizzard of '89.
I'm gonna tell you what ends up getting me. Have you ever fell into the whole groundhog thing, the Groundhog Day? I don't know why I get that. I don't know why it's a good thing.
But yeah. I see it, but I don't believe him, man. He's a liar.
Right, he could be having a bad day. That's what I try to tell people. But you know, I saw that everybody put a big old thing, and they pulled this big fat old groundhog about the ground. And,
it already happened.
Yeah, see, there you go. You don't even keep it up with it. Wow. It was like Monday or Tuesday or something.
I was busy. I see. Only way I ever see that is if I get that little breaking news in the bottom right corner.
Why is that breaking news?
Listen, because they gotta have something to give you, okay? Like
no,
they have no idea what you're interested in. I'm not using Microsoft Edge. I don't care what you do.
Yo, Microsoft got to stop that. I'm never using Edge. Okay, I didn't use Internet Explorer. Chrome is a superior thing. Like, listen, just accept it.
Just accept it. Like, yeah, you lost. Like, I'm sorry, man. Like, I appreciate you want to have your own offering. Give me the news as I want to read it. Like, don't tell me that there's breaking news. I look at it. It actually is something I'm minor. You know what I'm saying? I might have mild interest in. Yeah. And then boom, you try to open it up in Edge. I close it immediately. Now I'll never know.
And what gets on my nerves is how you go to oil change and they try to sell you on a whole bunch of stuff. That's what that's why I equate to Microsoft, because like I'm not going to use Bing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to use it. I don't care about the toolbar. You have the little thing with the sunny, like showing me my weather and everything. Hey, would you like to install this? No, I don't want to install anything. Like I don't want to do it. Like Microsoft is good about that, but we got to use Windows though.
But yeah, exactly, and you got to have parity in the market. So like, I appreciate the attempt, but like, stop trying to convince me that I want to use this product. I don't want to use this product, and every time that you try to force me to, it just makes me more upset.
Yes, because at that point I'd become, because I think you used to call me a hipster before, because I used to go against the things that people try to put on me. That is one of them. I'll give you that. I have hipster tendencies when it comes to stuff like that. I used to fight it with Apple, but at that point I just kind of gave in and knew that Apple's just superior. You know.
Yeah, it's just the GOAT.
Speaking of which, have you got your?
I wish, man. I wish, brother. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't. I can't spend $3,500.
The Apple Vision. It's
in
the wild.
I need it, brother. Like, I don't think you understand. Like, I need it every time. Like, I've been watching so many YouTube videos on it, man. Just people just looking a complete idiot. You know, I'm just watching some guy.
Oh my gosh! Did you see the guy walking across the street with it?
I did not.
He was walking across the street and he was like doing things as he's walking. I'm like, I wish somebody would just come jog and just take it.
But that's the problem. Like, he can see you. That's the problem. It ain't like he's, you know what I'm saying? Like, he sees everything. He knows that. As a matter of fact, I think the headset probably warned them. You know what I'm saying? They probably get the one up on you, man. You know
like
what I'm saying?
Spider-Man, how it get the little alerts on their head. Like, they probably know it's coming.
Like, that headset gives you instant transmission. Like, he just, you know what I'm saying? Just... You know what I mean? Like, there's no sneaking them, man, unless the battery dies.
Right.
But like, yeah, brother, I want one so bad. Like, bro, I've been putting together like shoe collections, just trying to, you know what I'm saying, see if I could piecemeal something together.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? To justify being able to buy this thing. And here's the worst part. I know that I shouldn't. No. I know that it's first gen tech. Right. It's only going to get better and cheaper. All I have to do is just be patient. But that's the hardest part. Like,
hold on. This is what I'm calling foul. This is what I'm calling foul on you, because you were the first person to tell me, dear, you're having FOMO. You're having FOMO right now with this.
Oh, in the worst way. In the worst way. But brother, you got to understand like how exciting it is for me to actually see something new and innovative in tech that just looks amazing. Like, bruh, so often we just get regurgitated products, man.
I know,
like,
I know. Or gimmicky products.
Screen. Gimmicky products, like, we actually got something that looks revolutionary. I want it now. Yeah. I want it yesterday. Yeah. Like,
they know what they're doing, Kev. They know what they're pricing us out, and you already know every person that shouldn't have it, all the hustlers gonna have it. That's what's going to get it being bad.
They're not going to get it. Like, no, they're not going to get it.
I think so, like, Kev.
Nah.
They have expendable income.
It doesn't matter. They're going to do it. That's not on their radar. Like that thing. Like,
okay.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you exactly why.
Okay, go ahead.
That thing is full of cameras.
True. But well, hold on. No, I take it back then. I push back on that because what's the best thing that people love in this world right now? To be seen. That's it. Once Instagram gets an app for it, once Instagram Live gets an app on it, and cats can do the run up and run up on the ops with the vision on, it's gonna happen, bro. I'm telling you.
Hey, you might be onto something, man. Yeah, it's over under. That is an over under. But I don't see it taking off in that way. Not yet. Okay. Because it does look goofy. It does look goofy. I would never wear that outside of my house.
Right. Once people walk around I saw a dude driving his Tesla with it. That's somebody's gonna die.
That's too much.
What's gonna happen?
You've gone insane.
Yeah, absolutely, you've gone insane. But I think Tesla sees that. If I'm Tesla, I'm looking at it like, well, I'm gonna develop an app to have within the vision, the thing. What is it called? Apple Vision. So I don't know, man. I see
at that point we gotta just be self-driving.
Yeah.
That would be fire. I don't know how much I trust it, but like, you know what I'm saying? You hop into a car, man. You know what I'm saying? You just put on the headset, bro. You can see whatever scenery you want, man, and it's just self-drives. Fire.
In my opinion, I look at, okay, so you have a home office as well. Yeah. My thing is condensing space. If I could put the headset on and literally have like 2, 3, however many monitors I needed, and I can work and it don't take up a big old space in my home, I can walk with it, have it in my pocket, whatever it may be.
It's fine.
That's what I envision being dope. You know what I'm saying? Like I would use it for that. But people are using it in the wild, walking down the street, walking back by coffee shops to see what has a sale or whatever it may be. And that might be cool too to you, but you're walking on the street with that stupid thing on. Like I told you, bro, I hope somebody jaws you. I really do. And robs you.
I can't, like, I don't. You know what though? I have to try it. I can't knock it until I try it. I can't knock it until I try it. It might be a revolutionary experience, bro.
Well, I'll tell you, when I saw the dude in the Tesla driving with it on, I immediately thought of you. Because I didn't send it to you because I'm like, I already know I think it's stupid, but you be the one to come back. Yeah, that's kind of fire, and that's why I didn't send it to you.
I would have to experience it because, like, listen, I'm looking at this person, and you know what I'm saying? They look stupid. But the experience that they're having might be something absolutely phenomenal. So I don't know. I can't be too quick to judge. But all I know is that I want it. Like, I want it. Like, bro, I haven't thought about ways to purchase a product, especially something that expensive, in a long time. But I've literally been trying to justify it in my mind. Like, how could I actually make this happen in a way that makes sense? Okay. Like, I have to also focus on sustainability because, like, I have a responsibility to my family.
Yes. Yeah.
Blowing $4,000 on toys. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a tall ask. That's a tall buy-in.
I got things to do. Like, so I want to paint the whole house. That's about $4,000.
Yeah, right. You know what I mean? Now, you might be on something. You might be true in the fact that people might not get it. But I still say $4,000 is not a lot to cats who's paying a lot of money for jewelry and stuff. How long do you think it'll be before we see Quavo with one? Well, that's all it's gonna take. We can see Lil Baby or Quavo with it on, and literally the streets are gonna go flood. People are gonna be in the same boat you're in and say, like, I gotta get it. I'm gonna have to get that.
I don't know, man. Like, because it doesn't look cool. It doesn't look cool, man.
It doesn't. It looks goofy.
Like, it's right. It's only for the actual user's experience. Like, it doesn't look like a fashion accessory. And the thing is too, like, you can't really stunt with it on because it's like all the things that you're looking at that you feel like you're stunting with, nobody else can see. They just see you. You know what I'm saying? In space doing like this,
but it's recording though. It has a bunch, like you said, has a bunch of cameras. If like, bro, we've said it before. Being a rapper is probably the most dangerous job in the world. Imagine you wearing it. That could be like your security. Because like anybody does something to you, they can now see who's doing it. Maybe
that goes both ways. That goes both ways too.
True.
But I'm saying also outside of that though, like, think about the fact, like, can you really see these rappers that are like just walking off the jet like doing this?
Yes.
But like we can't see what they're doing. But they're just walking around doing this. Like,
I don't think it's any. I don't think. I agree, but I don't think it's any different than a cat walking around with $300,000 worth of jewelry, and we can't obtain it. You know what I'm saying? But like, if they have this $4,000 on their face, pause, and somebody's
gonna think it's cool because it doesn't look cool. The jewelry looks cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a signal of wealth. Like, this is just a piece of tech, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's $4,000, but like it's. I mean, you could buy a computer, you could buy a laptop or whatever. Like, they ain't doing that neither. You know what I'm saying? All these rappers could have been bought a laptop. They ain't doing that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think with the computer though, is no one's trying to make it look cool because like that was always for the nerds or whatever. But with this, I think they're gonna try to make that look cool. Once somebody blinks it out,
it don't look cool though. That's the problem. Like, it's a
more
cool
about
experience.
The experience,
the experience is cool, but the device itself, like I would feel a little weird unless, like I said, unless the experience of walking around and wearing it would have to be so great that I would sacrifice looking cool to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I feel you. But even with that though, you're not going to look corny because you're going to be in the crib. You're not taking it outside your house.
Exactly. So I want to sit down and use it, as a matter of fact. And I like the fact that I can still see my house and I can see the people there and I can still be, you know what I'm saying, aware in the space and enjoying that. That's dope.
All the videos that you've seen, have they been able to show you what the experience looks like through the camera? Okay, so that's what I need to see.
Yeah. So watch MKBHD. He did a whole little breakdown of how, and like he's showing you what he sees and fire, absolutely fire, bruh. Man,
we'll talk about it. I know.
I might just go do it, man.
No, you're not.
There's not much in life, bro. I don't ask for much in life. Man. Like
I hate when you get like this. I really do. Because like it's different when I obsess about things. When you obsess about things, I know it's gonna happen, but like
I shouldn't.
You shouldn't. Really, right?
It's just the fact that I know. Like, just be patient. Wait a year or two, man. A better one will come, and that'll be the one that should be the one that you get. But I don't want to wait a year or two, man. Like this feels revolutionary, brother. It feels revolutionary. It feels like the future. I want to be a part of the future.
Yeah.
Today, right now. I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait at all. We might hang up this car. I might just go do it. If they're there, Easton's not that far, man. I got here you go, buddy. I got the $4,000. It's fine. You can have it.
Don't do it. Well, shoot, man. Let's start like we always do. What we've been playing.
Imagine how bad you feel after.
No,
you get the initial setup and you're like, oh my god.
That's what I'm saying.
$4,000. My children are asking for lunch. You know,
think about
somebody
that
else to send another bill.
Think about that feeling. You know how you're gonna feel after you buy it.
Exactly. You're not gonna feel good. You're not gonna feel good about it. Like, and I guess the thing is, the problem is too, is it's like it would literally just be for me. I know. So to know that I just spent $4,000 on something that was only ever going to be used by me, knowing the things I could have done for my family with it. You know what I mean? I might just have to do it though. We got to see what that user experience is like.
No, don't do it. That'll be the title of this podcast. Kev, don't do it. Well, shoot, man. Let's start like we always do. What we've been playing. What you been playing, bro?
Oh man, you know what? I haven't really been playing much, man. I did fire up that Power World though, and it is actually pretty cool. I don't know if you checked that out at all, but it is kind of cool. It looks terrible. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay, I installed it and uninstalled it all in the same swoop.
Word.
I legit, because like I didn't understand what the game was about. It looked like great value Pokemon. Although
it reminded me of Zelda.
Okay, that's the part about it. It did have a lot of RPG elements into it that I thought about doing, and plus it's free on Game Pass. So I'm like, all right, let me just go ahead and take and I installed it on the computer, and then I immediately uninstalled. Like, man, I might be too cool for this. And I'm just not gonna do it. So I watched somebody doing Twitch. Okay, then I'm gonna get it then.
Yeah,
I'm gonna install it again and see. So hold on. So how often? Or not how often? How much of it did you play?
About 30 minutes.
Okay. But, so how good is it, Kev?
You enjoy listen. It plays kind of like trash. Like it's not good. It's not stable.
Okay.
Like it's very.
You're not selling me on this. Go ahead.
It is. It's an early access game. Like I knew what to expect. Like this game, it probably should just be free. You know what I mean? But what I will say is on premise, it is all the things that I like about games, and it like has elements, the best elements of a lot of games that I really, really enjoyed. Okay. Best elements of Pokemon. Best elements of like a Bethesda game as far as like storage management, building, and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You got like the Breath of the Wild kind of like landscape out there, man, which I like the open world field or whatever, and the a little bit. I don't want to say Elden Ring, but like the pals or whatever they're called. I haven't even gotten that far. Like, you know what I'm saying? You see them and you identify them. They don't necessarily attack you, but you could attack them. You got to strategize. And like, it's fire. Like it took a lot of the cool elements out of the games that I already like. So for free, it was definitely worth it. I might pay the $30. If I had time to play it, I might pay the $30.
Why would you pay the $30 though? If it's free?
Because I enjoyed it. Well, because that's just a trial.
What's free on Game Pass?
That's the Game Pass one is a game preview or game trial.
Oh, is it? I thought it was the full game.
Yeah. No. It might be the full game, but I don't know. I don't know what, you know what I'm saying, is limited about it, but yeah. Okay. But I did play the Power World. I get the hype. It was fun. It had elements of games that I like. So, you know,
I knew you would at least dive in and see. I did too. I tried to. Like I said, I uninstalled it. I'm going to do it again just on the strength of you said that, but you've not sold me. I'll be honest with you. You've not told me anything.
You just got to experience it. Like, I think that you'll like, you'll like the way that you manage the game.
Okay. But so the thing that got me was I watched two people streaming on Twitch, and both of them were at the same point kind of early in the game where they're just like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I don't really understand what's going on. And that's the part I was just Elden Ring. Yeah, see, with Elden Ring, Elden Ring, I still know Elden Ring's story. Let me say that. I still don't know their story. But Elden Ring at least had accomplishments. You knew, like, let me go fight this boss. Or maybe I just dealt with,
man, because like I just remember, like, you just pull up somewhere, man. That was kind of the thrill. You pull up somewhere in Elden Ring, and man, maybe it was just a boss right there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, maybe it was just a boss, and maybe it wasn't time for you to fight this boss.
Yeah,
I don't know.
No, you're right about Power World too. It's a game preview. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay. It still gives a thing on how long it would take you to beat it. It said 30 hours for a game preview. That's crazy. But I don't know. I'm gonna see about it. But you still haven't sold me on it either. But
it's definitely worth the install to the Steam Deck. That's all I'll tell you. Yeah.
All right, I'll do that then. All right. So what else? You been playing anything else?
2K a little bit win because I can just play a quick game. I need to switch back and finish Spider-Man. I was getting kind of close. Okay. But yeah, I haven't finished that. Have you played anything?
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Spider-Man actually.
Really?
So
okay.
Yeah, so I was playing it on the Steam Deck, just doing the thing that you stream it from your PS5. But the great thing about Spider-Man is the controller. I think it's a lot of it. So I make my way downstairs to the cave and was playing down there, like, okay, it's a better experience. But so when I play on the Steam Deck, I would just play like side missions and stuff. When I get to like the meat of it, I would definitely do it on the on the actual console. I'm at the part. I actually just finished the carnival part where they captured old boy, and then Harry revealed himself as being Venom or whatever he is as of yet. I've not found that out yet. So that's what I'm so early on. I think I'm like 24% completed.
Man, I was gonna say,
I'm
you're
early.
Still pretty early on.
I'm early.
Wow.
I'm early on.
Okay.
I just haven't the time. Just haven't had the time, bro. It's been kicking me in the face to have the time to play. But other than that, I have, what else have I played? Mario Kart. But this, once again, the power of the Steam Deck, bro. I literally just sit down. Mario Kart's such a great game. It really is. Yeah, you know. But I haven't played anything else. Did you watch any of the Sony thing that came on? I forget what they call it, the experience or whatever. Did you watch any of it? I know a lot of times I have to tell you about that they're coming on. They didn't really show much. One thing I thought you'd be hype about, though, your boy, the GOAT, Kojima.
Kojima back, huh?
He's got a game and a movie coming.
Hey,
and
it's already the best.
The movie is actually interactive. So it's actually a game movie. I don't know how really to categorize it, but the way that he said it, the guy from Sony, he was real geeked. He said, "Yeah, we're bringing back a very popular espionage series." So you know where my mind goes, Metal Gear. Okay. You know, so but they didn't say it. He said, "I'm not ready." Kojima said it. "I'm not ready to talk about it. Just know that everyone will be happy." And the guy from Sony said, "Well, I didn't think you'd ever go back to that series." So I don't know. Maybe a siphon filter or something. I don't know because like Kojima only worked on Metal Gear, as far as I know, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. As far as espionage games go, I can think of. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So why teasing us, bro?
Did Konami go under?
I'm not sure because Konami was
the IP.
They own the IP. So I don't know. Maybe Sony paid the bag. Maybe they bought Konami. I'm not sure.
You know what? To keep Hideo happy, man. That's what you do. Like, you go ahead and buy the IP, like, man.
But it's going to pay off for you.
He deserves it.
It's going to pay off for you.
Even if it doesn't, he deserves it, and we deserve it.
So hold on. So now that I mentioned it too, another thing they showed you didn't see was Death Stranding. I don't know if it's Death Stranding 2 or if it's an expansion to the.
I think it is Death Stranding 2.
Okay, that looked good.
Yeah. I'm here. I'm ready for it. I need to play Death Stranding again. Honestly,
I know that's one game I did install that I want to get into. I want to play that too. Matter of fact, I'm gonna install that while we're sitting.
You know what though? What I will say is, it's a casual game, but it's also not a casual game.
What do you mean?
Like, it takes a lot of time, so like you can't just jump in and play for 30 minutes. Like, you really gotta like have some time and some focus. You know what I mean? Because it's easy to like if you get distracted in that game, like things are gonna go bad very quickly. Yeah, I don't. Okay. You know, I don't know if you're gonna like it, man. Because it's a little scary. Like when the BTs come out, bro.
Well, I remember you saying that. Freaky. Well, I think I was at the crib. Matter of fact, it was before you guys knew. I was watching you play it, and like I was 2 minutes in, like, nope. It's not me.
It does get a little freaky, and they do a good job of like having you have those encounters when you least expect it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You be feeling comfortable, and then next thing you know, man, the rain just start falling. You're like,
okay,
bet.
Yes, that jump scaring stuff. Nah. So hold on, you haven't played any 2K?
Minimal. So like I try to log in daily. So I've been doing that from my phone a lot. But if I have time, sometimes through the week, I'll play a game or two. You know what I'm saying? I did end up getting that Pink Diamond Luca though. It was free.
Oh,
I do
was it?
like that. Yeah, I do like that for the 73-point game, which we'll I guess we man, we got a lot to talk about sports too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we definitely got a lot to talk about sports because like then I'm on Embiid's head. Pause. But I'm kind of maybe off a little bit ever since he got hurt. But one thing I've kind of bumped into. I found a guy. He used to play in the NFL. He's actually a quarterback. And I'm not going to say his name because I butcher it. I don't really know his name. But anyways, he started a Madden channel on YouTube. And he breaks down defenses.
Oh, yeah. I do remember. I've seen that dude.
Have you? Okay.
Yeah.
He makes Madden look fun. But they ain't going to fool me. Okay? They're not going to fool me, brother. No. I know y'all got him in there as a plant to get me to go buy Madden. I'm not going to do it because I know immediately after I buy it.
It'll be on Game Pass in 2 months, man.
The thing is, it's on Game Pass now for the free trial. I not finished my free 10-hour trial.
The full game will be on there in 2 months, man. Super Bowl is next week. Like,
True. Yeah, we're going to talk about
Football's
that.
Football's over.
Football is over. Football's been over for me for a couple weeks now, Kev. So
that's a fact.
Yeah, it's been over for a while, but we can talk about that later. But anyways, I bumped into that guy. He broke down Madden. He breaks down Madden in a fun way and makes it seem pretty cool. But one thing about with 2K,
how'd you find him?
It was just in my feed. So it might have been because we're friends and you might have watched the video, but it was in my feed. Like,
I've only ever seen him on social media. I'm gonna tell you what. Now we're gonna trail off into a different conversation, but I need to have this conversation with somebody.
Okay,
brother. Why is my YouTube algorithm on complete trash? Like, bruh, I mean, they're recommending the worst videos.
It's not
maybe
just
I'm
YouTube.
old. Well, I'm saying like I'm mildly old, but it's like, yo, everything I see pop up on my feed is like, 10 things to do to boost your credit score above 850. The looming mortgage crisis. You know what I'm saying? Car loans are through the roof. I'm like, hey, yo, like, show me something like that should be fun, man. Economic collapse on the way.
Hold on.
Indicators.
How long has it been since you scrubbed your history in YouTube?
I don't.
Okay, that's the problem. That's the problem. You can hit the reset marker. I literally once
but
a
that's
week.
The thing. I watch other stuff on here. Like I'll like the podcast that I like. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. Recommend me stuff in this same sphere. Why are you telling me about the coming auto loan crisis?
Because you searched on it. You searched or you watched a video on it. And a lot of times
I know, but I watched a video about you know what I'm saying? LeBron is the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Show me some more NBA news too, man.
No.
Like,
it's not just a YouTube thing. It's I'll send you a link and what is your response 90% of the time? Bro, your algorithm's on trash. From Twitter.
Yes.
Twitter's the same thing. I don't know what they're watching, how I scrub my archives to get rid of it, but literally it's the same thing. The thing is they're trying to feed me is stuff that I'm not into, or I might have just been a one-off, or I just searched it or looked at it one time, and they feel like, okay, this dude's going to like this, so they send me more of it. Like, for instance, for me, it's all about cozy setups. Off work from home setups. Bro, I might have watched like 1 or 2 videos on it, thinking about doing a standing desk on my own, the IKEA hack thing. I literally, if I looked at my YouTube, it is literally all cozy setups.
Yeah,
you know?
Like, bro, that is how it's been going. Like, man, all of the home redesign things trends to look for. It's like, yo, come on, leave me alone. What is this? Like, am I that old? Like, man, can I see 21 Savage finesse Aiden Ross? Like, why don't you recommend that to me? I want to stay in the know. I want to know what's going on.
Right, I saw that too. That was crazy. He tried to get
yo, man. Like, listen, can you blame him?
No. Not.
You know what I'm saying? That was bold. That was bold to do it on live stream.
It was. And then it had the nerve to look kind of shocked, like, oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, you knew what you were doing.
Bruh. We got to talk about that when we get to the hip-hop section, because, man, that was hilarious.
We will. But I'm trying to think of anything else going on gaming news-wise. Nothing else?
You looking forward to the Switch 2?
I already got one. It's called Steam Deck. I already have one.
All right. I'm saying, man, they might, maybe they'll shock you. Maybe they'll have a new gimmick for the new Switch or whatever. And you'll be
they watch the pod
because they got to compete.
Nintendo watches the podcast. I've been literally saying the Steam Deck has been the best Nintendo Switch for months now. And I think they probably saw like Nate Ear's been saying this. So we probably need to put something in the wild. You know what I mean? You have the technology is there. It's been there. But what it is Nintendo's profit margin, they can make an inferior product, put their IP on it, and people are still going to buy it. So why, if you're Nintendo, why would you do it? Why would you put that much money into superior technology that's going to cost money? You got to, first of all, you got to compete with Steam for those screens, whatever you're going to do, whatever. And I'm not trying to say Nintendo couldn't do it. They got the money to do it. They can actually buy them all up. But you then have to compete with everyone else, phones, everything. Apple is going to come out with a new iPhone, so you're going to have to compete with that in order to. It's not just having the tech. You have to be able to support the technology. But the thing is, like with Nintendo, bro, they are like, and I always say this, they're like a broken or messed up relationship. They literally leave you abandoned for months, and then they come out with something to buy you some roses. Like, here you go. And you're like, man, I love Nintendo. It's great. I'm the thing. And then you get that one, those roses, and you're back to being on the back burner again. It's like kind of being, you don't have Valentine's Day once a year, but.
Nah, like, bro, they're gonna have to come correct. Okay, so like, listen, it's either gonna have to be some type of innovation to set them apart, or
that's not gonna happen, though, Kev.
Or they have to build this console to be on par and cheaper than other products, and that's where it's gonna get very difficult for them. Like they have to,
but Kev, they've always done that. They've always never done what you want them to do.
They can't live there anymore. That's the problem. They can't live there anymore. I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
These kids are different, man. Like, they don't have the nostalgia for Nintendo that, like, you know what I'm saying, you or I would have had for Nintendo. Like, it just doesn't exist for them. These kids want to play on PC these days. They barely even want to play on console.
True.
So, yeah, like, the Steam Deck does look like a more attractive option to play Fortnite in the games that they actually care about. Like, we care about Mario. They don't. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, if Nintendo prices themselves at the exact same price as what a Steam Deck or, you know what I'm saying, an Ally or any of those handhelds, man, and they don't come with an innovation to set them apart, they already can't play the other titles. Yeah. So it's like, man, you're starting off behind the 8 ball, and the kids don't have that same feeling of nostalgia for this anymore. Like, do you think? All right, so I'll give you this: when the Switch 2 comes out, all right, so they give it a spec bump or whatever, and it's the exact same price as a Steam Deck. And your kids come asking for it, right? They're like, oh, Dad, I want the Switch 2. And it's the exact same price as a Steam Deck. Are you buying that Switch 2?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I would if they want it, because it would be theirs. Right, it wouldn't be mine.
Right, but I'm saying if you know that you have a product that can do the exact same thing as what the Switch 2 is at the exact same price point, you're like, hey, yo, listen, I'm going to save myself money on the back end. You know what I'm saying? Through means. Yeah. If I get you this Steam Deck, if the Switch is the exact same price.
Okay. Through means is what I was missing. All right, you're right. No, I would that was the variable I needed. No, I would definitely get them a Steam Deck. But the thing about that, though, is with Nintendo, Nintendo has they're marketing geniuses. I don't think anyone gets it better marketing other than maybe them is Apple. Because nobody makes you.
Yeah, go ahead.
But like with Apple and Nintendo, they have it down to a science that make you feel like I need it. Bro, I literally watched, you talking about your algorithms being nasty? I literally watched so many videos on the iPhone 15 last year when it came out. And I'm like, it got USB-C. I could use it for a dock. I could use it for like a computer. Like, I need it. I literally obsessed over it. I have an iPhone 12 Pro Max. Like, no, it's not that different spec-wise. Nothing differently is going to be on it, but they are marketing geniuses. Nintendo is great at that, bro. They're going to come out with this Switch 2. It's going to finally get announced. They're gonna say all the things. We're gonna break it down on podcasts and realize that this is really gonna be trash. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm still gonna have that feeling inside, like I think I need one. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. But the innovation has to be there. Like literally, if they just come with this, I'm not saying innovation as far as like pushing the boundaries for like graphic fidelity or anything like that. I'm saying like feature wise, it has to do something cool that sets it apart from the Steam Deck in order for you to be on board. Because if it's the same price, like, bro, you'll just end up gouging yourself trying to buy the games from Nintendo.
I agree with what you're saying, but Nintendo's been trying to capture that for years, though, Kev. Think about it. They tried to capture it with, 3DS? They tried to give us a 3D handheld. We didn't want it. You know what I'm saying?
But there was nothing else that existed like that on the market.
True. And it wasn't on the market. Oakley, your breath is crazy. But it wasn't on the market for long, though. It literally was for a couple of years and then went away.
Yeah. That's all right, man. You know what I'm saying? They got to try. They got to, you know what I'm saying, swing and a fail, man. Wii U was a failure, but they kept on going.
Yeah, true. Well, so to answer your original question, would I get one? No. If it's the same price, no. And I think that Nintendo knows that. They would have to look at it and say, like, okay, in order for us to, who are we competing with? We're not really competing with ourselves anymore. We're competing with the Steam Deck. We're competing with the ROG Ally. We're competing with all of these things. So in order for us to be able to really get ahead, we have to come with the IPs as they always would, and they got to be able to have the actual console at a competitive price. There's rumors that Sony has a handheld coming out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
People like that little new portable PlayStation, bro. Like I'm not here for it.
Nah,
I can't get jiggy with that. But people like, man, that bad boy been sold out worldwide.
I know, but Sony's another one we throw on the list that make you think. Like, you remember when you were because you were part of the problem when you were buying all those PS5s and helping the world, helping people restore their Christmas. Everyone, like, when we got ours, people thought we did something. They thought we juked the books. I'm like, nah, I just really got in line and bought one. But everybody and their mama was trying to buy. And we were kind of bad when we got them, and we would send out pictures of us holding them. And, you know.
Hey, listen, man, don't stomp on my joy. You know what I'm saying?
We were nasty
like, who are they to, you know what I'm saying, that I should have to minimize myself so that way they can feel better. Like, no, this is joy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Black boy joy.
Right.
Getting this
exactly.
PS5
exactly.
You know what I'm saying, on release day. If you don't have one, man, you didn't do what I did. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? So you didn't get what I get.
But
you
you remember when people would ask, like, how did you do it? Like, I just literally went online and bought it.
Listen, I just kind of knew what was going to happen, and I was prepared. That was it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I mean? Just time and preparation.
The Book of Nadir, that's a chapter. Getting the PS5. Like, that's going to be in the chapter of the Book of Nadir. When I get to heaven, we're going to look back on that chapter like, man, that was a glorious day. That was a glorious time. Right. You know?
Right. Imagine though, when I had to convince my wife, like, hey, listen, I'm going to spend about $2,500 on these things today, right? Like, I'm going to spend $2,500 on these. Now, you know I don't need them all. Right. I'm going to sell the other ones, and we're going to make a big profit. But today, I got to spend this $2,500. She's like, what?
But she trusted the vision.
She had no choice because it was one of those things like, all right, listen, it's going to happen. I'm just kind of prepping you for this. But just know that it's going to be good in the end. Like, I will make good on this promise. Right. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's tough out here, man. It's tough out here. But that's because we saw opportunity. Mm-hmm. We executed. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, they held a press conference. They told us that they were coming out. And we were like, I wonder when it's going to come out. Well, they just had their press conference. I wouldn't be surprised if it comes out right now. Right. Boom. And that's what it did. I was in line. You was, whoever else who didn't have it, man, you was sleeping. You was slipping. You know what I mean? Like,
you didn't get it on day. What can
I tell you?
You didn't get no day of. You know?
Yeah, you know, you was out enjoying your life while I was out putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? Putting up the money. Yes, I deserve that extra, you know what I'm saying?
What was the nastiest time about that, though, was when people would come to me like, hey, can you get me one? No, I mean.
Yes, I can. I absolutely can. Can you get me $1,200 to $1,500, though? Because if you can't, then we don't really have anything to talk about.
Well, that's what I mean. They would ask to get you. They would ask for you to get them one.
Getting you one at cost.
At cost, yeah. Like,
I'm very sorry, my friend. That's not. You know.
I think one of the hardest parts was, like, I think somebody was looking for one. Somebody we know, and I will say I know, and they knew you through me. Let me say that. And they were like, yeah, can Kev get me one? And I knew you had it, and I was like, nah. Because
don't turn my custies away.
Right.
You know but you should have just told him, like, hey, listen, he does. He's got, like, you could have it today.
I think I did say that.
$1,500 today.
I think I did say that. I said, listen, this is the going rate for them, though.
Yeah.
Kev does have them. He does have them, but this is the rate. And they were like, oh, okay, I'm gonna try to find. Like, yeah, I would think that'd be the best thing for you to do.
Look, and here was the third part of that equation, and somebody will pay.
Oh, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
You want the hookup?
Yeah.
Somebody else wants to give him $1,500.
Right. Exactly.
What would you do? You know what
Same. Exactly, bro. Like, yeah, you think if he's get you one, that's me. That's not you.
Yeah. But you know, we've been in the trenches together, man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's called an oop.
He knows I got one, so he's gonna say, "Dear, what do you need this for?"
Yeah. Like, no, listen, we've already played on the console together.
Right.
We're playing multiplayer on there. Like,
right.
He knows. Like,
we're the beta testers. We're figuring out all this out because you don't have one. All right, we're trying to figure it out.
I'm very sorry.
Which what's funny about that is sneakers used to have that feeling too. And now sneakers don't have that. They don't. That's why I think sneakers might be done, man.
I'm very happy for that though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been living outside of these breads, because also again, like Nike, get on your job. Like, why have we not gotten a shock drop? I should have those shoes here on feet. It's a nice weekend out.
It is.
But it's gonna be like 50 degrees today. I could be wearing them right now. You know what I'm saying? I could switch it into a better fit, and I could be really stunting out here, just walking around in my lawn. But Nike didn't do the right thing, and they know that I want these shoes. But I've been loving the stress-free living of buying New Balances. Like,
yeah.
Listen, brother, like they on sale and they're available. It's all good.
Yeah.
I bought Toya a pair. I'm a little jealous because her pair is better than mine. She's got like a gray and blue. Like, I got the solid blue. She's got a gray and blue. Fire.
Really?
I was very upset. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is it a woman? Is it a woman's version, or is it just her? It was just what you got her.
You know how that goes. Like, now everything is everybody's. So,
yeah.
But they didn't have my size.
I'm about to say, but they don't make it for Yacht Gang, though, do they?
They do. It was just sold out my size.
Oh, I got you.
And
so you're going to get them.
They're on sale for like $110. No, I'm never going to get them. I think it's over. I think they made all those and it's done. So it's fine. It's fine.
There'll be something else coming. They got some fire colorways of New Balance, man.
Oh, 1,000%, man. And I got a protection pack pair. Finally.
Did you? What color?
Upon your recommendation, I got like that tan and blue.
Oh, those are nice.
Yeah.
Those are
desert
nice.
Khaki pack. Yeah.
Yeah, those are nice. I want the pink ones.
Yeah. Listen, it's a lot of fun. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I've been enjoying my time over there. Now, Reimagine 4s. Got to do it. Military Force. Got it.
Oh yeah, those are man though. Those restore the feeling. I think Nike is just, they've lost the. I mean, we talked about this, man. All-Star Weekend is coming up, and we'll talk about the All-Star Game in a little bit. But there's been that used to be an event. That used to be like, there'd be some fire coming out, some fire. I remember when my sister went one year. She went down to All-Star Weekend. This is during her time, and she got a pair of shoes for me. And I'm like, all right, you're going down to All-Star Weekend. I don't care nothing about her safety. I'm like, listen, while you're there, get these shoes for me. And she ended up getting me those Chuck Posits. So, like, that used to be a movement. And, like, I think with sneakers, they left a lot of food on the table with that, man. It's like they kind of turned their back on it.
I feel you. I'm with you. But I don't know, man. It's like, I think we just got so many themes and collabs now that it's like it really kind of lost its luster. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we still get all-star shoes, man. Like, but now it's like the current player models. We don't want those. Like, the current player model basketball shoes, like, it's over. I'm very sorry. Like, you know what I'm saying? And the problem is that the technology changed, and it's tough to wear non-leather shoes.
That's it. You made a great point with that when you said they focused on the technology versus what you can get off in an outfit. That is it. That encompasses the problem right now. I don't care about wearing these shoes and getting messing up my layup package. I want to be able to just make sure they lay on these cargos the right way. Get that fixed, Nike. That's it.
And it's tough. It's tough, man. Like, the performance fly knit and all this. Like, man, I'm sure that they're great hoop shoes, but they don't work in fashion anymore. That's why we buy the retros, the Kobe's and all that. Like, they still look good with you know what I'm saying, with a nice little fit. Yeah. But I'm loving it. I love that shoes are sitting. You know what I'm saying? Everything is restocking, man. It's great. Life is good as long as I get these Reimagined 4s, which I don't think should be a problem. I'm hearing this a ton of pairs, but the fact that we didn't get a shock drop, I didn't even get a chance yet.
That is surprising, because the rumor was the shock drop was supposed to be last week.
That's what I'm saying. Like, man, I watched that little heating up just to see if we, like, listen, man, my mind is wired up so nasty. Like, I'm literally driving home from work or whatever, man, listening to Heating Up in the Sneakers app, man. They got a little Yachty on there. Hilarious. Oh,
was it?
Absolutely
I got the
hilarious.
alert. I didn't watch it though.
Bro, he was good on that show. He's got an insane collection, and he's funny. He's a funny guy. Okay. But, like, I'm like driving and trying to listen out to see if, like, the shock drop is coming. Nasty. Absolutely nasty.
See, if you had the vision, you could do it with it. You could do it while you're driving. You get it,
no
do
problem.
The things.
Yeah. I had the heating up right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching the road. Like, right. Better not nobody had the glasses on while I'm driving, bro. That's illegal. Man. Like, you can't do that.
Right. Hey, speaking of your boy though, Kevin Durant, he clapped back saying that he feels like he deserves to be in the GOAT conversations. Do you think he was right?
That's a fact. How could he not?
I bet.
Hold on. Wait. So LeBron is in the GOAT conversation, correct?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, you know what I'm saying? They've had epic battles in the finals. That means Kevin Durant had to get to the finals. First with Oklahoma City. He was still a young buck. LeBron got the best of him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Then KD retooled, and I mean, he absolutely demolished Prime Bron.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like he stepped on him. Like, how can he not be in the GOAT conversation? You stepped on somebody who is considered in the GOAT conversation. And I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? People are like, I don't like the means, the methods, or whatever. But LeBron also joined the Heat. So come on now.
I think
we made excuses for that. It's all good.
See, okay. I think if Bron would have beat KD, it'd have been the other way around. Then we could have that same criticism. The fact that KD teamed up with the already
LeBron
champion,
teamed up to beat KD at Oklahoma City. Like, he had already teamed up with the Heat. Sorry.
Okay, I agree with everything you're saying. I think it'd hit a little different if KD would have still been in Oklahoma City and beat LeBron in the same fashion we're talking about, without Steph, without.
You can't say that, because then what if LeBron had stayed in Cleveland and won a championship in Cleveland the first time without ever going to the Heat? You know what I'm saying? Like nah, you can't move the goalpost.
The fact of the matter is, though, Kev, is that we don't look at those KD championships in the same vein, and we
should though. That's what I'm saying.
I agree. We should. And I think we didn't even look at the LeBron Miami championships during that same time either as being like, oh man, accepting his greatness. You know what I mean? During that, until he went back and won that one in Cleveland.
A lot of Heat fans out here, man.
It was because
they were loving the moment.
LeBron sexuals, they embraced the bad guy Bron. You know, they embraced him. He was they equated him up there with Hulk Hogan when he put on the NWO. You know what I'm saying? So they was like, everybody's behind, like, yeah, you know, Bron. But when LeBron went back to Cleveland and won that one in Cleveland, I think it absolved him of his sins. And that's when it was like, okay, we got to look at this guy in a different light. I don't count the bubblegum ring in L.A. I don't really count that one. But I think that's the case. And I think KD just needs that. I think once he gets that moment, and I don't know if he's going to get it with Phoenix. I'm not sure. You know, I think that's what we'll begin to look at him in a different light. So I agree with you. I do think that he should be in the conversation, but everybody just needs to realize, bro, Michael Jordan just hits different, and it's just one GOAT, man.
And it's marketing.
It is marketing. But I will say though, part of it too is, as much as people want to put LeBron up there as far as being the GOAT, I think, and I started to think about it too, with it being because it was on the anniversary of his death. That was the reason why it was brought up. But like, we forget how good Kobe was, man.
Yeah, he was special.
You know, he was.
I'd say it's a lot of GOATs, man. Like, man, you could pick and choose, man. Like, it's gonna be GOATs in every era. Like, there is no GOAT, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? The GOAT ain't been born yet.
There's a GOAT. The Reimagined Fours is coming out. That's the GOAT.
Hey, now this is facts. I mean, that's my GOAT. You know what I'm saying? But hey,
it's the GOAT. I mean, I don't think there's any debate when it comes to that. Like, I get people saying Bron and this and like.
But if kids didn't see it, man, like, you know what I'm saying, Bron is the GOAT to them. Like, I gotta respect that. There's
a thing called the internet, Kev. There's a thing you can go back and see. Now it's different.
The internet existed. Listen, I still never seen Wilt score 100.
No,
you
true.
I never saw the footage, man.
No,
but,
okay.
I get it. Like, you see that, maybe you do feel like that's the GOAT.
You bring up a great point though. Like, I think there's certain archives we gotta just wipe out. Okay, I know my dad's gonna watch this. He's gonna be upset by me. Get Dr. J up out of here, bro. Like, I mean, I get it. Like, I mean, and I love that he had a moment. But you ever watch Dr. J highlights?
Nah. Like, I mean, except for the ones I was forced to. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna send you a clip. Or there's a guy I found.
He had the layup, man. You know what I'm saying?
That was nice. That was one play.
It was fire.
Yeah, that was fire.
That's what I always say too.
He had the cuff of the ball when he dunked on Michael Cooper. Dope play. There's a lot of trash in Dr. J's archives, bro. I'm talking about like going to the cup, left hand layup, out of bounds, over the backboard. I'm like, what is going on here, bro? So some of these guys, we got to get up. Like Bob Cousy, like he was a great whatever.
Nah.
Listen, I'll cook Bob Cousy right now.
Right, you dropped me right now. Back then, I cooked Bob Cousy, man. The skill level of these players now is through the roof, man.
Man. Through the roof. Yeah. So much so, we got scoring going on like crazy. Everybody's scoring a bunch of points. Embiid scored 70. Then the next night, Luka scored
73.
73. But Booker has scored like 60. And he had like in like a couple quarters. I'm like, dang, these. But listen, I'm gonna go back to Embiid. You can't fool me, brother. You can't fool me, Joel Embiid. I don't care how many points you score. Okay, I seen you flame out in the playoffs. You know what I mean? When the playoffs come. I still got a disdain in my heart for you, brother. You know, Cameroon King.
He was laying it all on the line for y'all, man.
Yeah, he was.
You know he gave up his meniscus for y'all, man.
Yeah, he did get hurt. He did. You know you should feel bad about it. He was ducking Joker smoke. When I start looking at the stats, he's never played in Denver. Like, he never played in Denver.
You always find a way, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Find a way to avoid that one. Listen, that altitude, man, like he from you know what I'm saying, Cameroon, man. Like that Denver cold and altitude. That ain't right, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not. I'm not fooling. You're not getting me. You're not gonna fool me at Joel Embiid.
I'm saying though, the thing is, you got to think about it, man. Joker got an unfair advantage. Now, you know what I want to see? I want to see Joker have to go play in Africa. You know what I'm saying? Then I'll be convinced. Go play Embiid in Africa, outside in the sun with a lion chasing you. You know what I'm saying?
You're still silly.
Joker be all right. I think he still be all right. But I'm saying his body ain't adapted to that, man. He adapted to the cold. But you know what I'm saying? Harsh weather.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying? Serbia ain't nice.
Yeah, right. But you think about bodies. Like Joker, I've never seen him do an off-season workout. He goes home and rides horses. You know, eating bad.
Built like that, like an off-duty firefighter. Same with Luka. That's what I'm saying. That's what. So Serbia, that's how they're serving him up. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what he used to. That's why I say we got to even the odds, man. Like I'm saying, drop them in the middle of you know what I'm saying, a playground. You know what I'm saying? 130 degrees, bro. No humidity.
None.
And then just drop Joker out there. Be like, all right, man, figure it out, because this is what Embiid had to figure it out in. Embiid gonna thrive. You know what I'm saying? He could be like Superman, you know what I'm saying, getting them sun rays. That like, cold, altitude, like, man, Embiid ain't built for that. He like, as soon as he get up there, man, my man is about to die. You know what I'm saying? Just,
and then the next
did
day,
not play. DNP.
The next day, he miraculously is okay, and he plays against Draymond Green. Almost killed him.
He got out of Denver.
Yeah.
He got out of Denver. That's why he was cool after that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, my man couldn't breathe. That was what that DNP was for.
Listen,
like,
man, you can't fool me. Can't fool me, Joel Embiid. Okay? Cannot fool me. I know what you're doing. All right? Yeah. What do you think about Doc getting that job, though?
Man. Why? That's what I want to know. Why?
Because Doc know where the bodies are buried. He has to. He got to know where the body. I'm always amazed that Doc Rivers is always the coveted coach. Because he's never, besides that one championship he won with the Celtics, he's been a bad coach. He's been a bad coach.
Maybe he hasn't, man. Maybe he hasn't. Mark Jackson built the Warriors, man, and he can't get another job. So, like,
I don't understand that. Why can't Mark get another job?
Man, you know,
like a job. Period. They fired him from ESPN. He's not got a job anywhere.
I thought it is what it is.
That's what they said.
I thought he signed with Cam and them. Yeah,
I've not seen one podcast with him on there.
I ain't gonna hold you, man. Like, now that I just mentioned it, I think YouTube might be conspiring to keep them down too. Like, I have not seen any of those podcasts popping up on my YouTube feed. I ain't seen it on Instagram. Nothing. No. Like, I thought they stopped taping. All it's been is Club Shay Shay.
Mm-hmm. And, which is nasty, by the way.
Club Shay Shay?
Because they're going straight. Like, I love the personality. I like Shannon Sharp, and I love Chad Johnson. I'm not calling him Ocho Cinco. I love them, but like they are trying to. They're pulling for content. I saw one the other day. They were talking about some girl, some female. I forget who they were talking about. They were like, "Oh man, yeah, it'd be fun. What would you do?" And I'm like, "What is this? Like, are we going to sports? Or are we talking about everything?" Yeah,
that's nightcap.
Okay,
yeah.
So maybe that's what they're trying to do with that.
That's letting loose. But what I will say is, if I'm gonna continue to watch Club Shay Shay, I need him to stop just asking questions and also like maybe provide like a bit of conversation, because he says he's a conversationalist, but I ain't never heard him say nothing outside of asking a question.
He asks a bunch of questions.
The person answers his last question, and he'd be like, okay, and then just goes right into another question. Do you have anything else to add? Yeah. Like, come on, man, throw something else at, like, give him something to work with.
The only content I get from Shannon Sharp is on Twitter. And on Twitter, he'll post like a sneaker. He'll say, "Anybody know what this sneaker is?"
Yeah, oh man. That.
Okay, so that's good content to me. Like, to your point, I don't want to hear him just ask a bunch of questions. It's like
for 3 hours.
Yeah,
but
like,
the Cat Williams interview was great.
That was good. He got me on that one, but
Cat Williams came in on fire. Like,
he did.
Shannon Sharp didn't have to barely do nothing.
Right. He asked the question. It was a layup, like you said. He threw the alley-oop and Cat dunked it. But speaking of NBA though, so we got the NBA All-Stars have been set. This only game I would say, like, because first of all, the Pro Bowl doesn't even happen. We don't care about that. I keep getting Pro Bowl pictures and stuff, and it pisses me off more about the NFL being over. So, East All-Stars, Jason Tatum, Joel Embiid, Giannis, Dame, Halliburton. How you feel about that?
Dame shouldn't be on that list, man.
I don't think Dame should be
They
there.
definitely should have let Jalen Brunson be starting.
Yes,
there. Like,
I
sorry,
agree.
man. He earned it.
He did earn it. Jalen Brunson should be there. Dame's first year in the East, I get it, but I don't think the numbers even match up. And Brunson's doing it on his own, and he has a New York curse behind him. So let's not forget that. Let's not forget
right.
that.
And he's tiny.
He's very tiny. Pause.
Yeah.
All stars in the West. You got LeBron, KD, Joker, Luka, and Shea Alexander.
Gilgeous Alexander.
Yeah, Gilgeous.
Okay.
I can't remember that middle name. How do you feel about that?
Man, it's a little weird. Steph's not starting, and he's been pretty good.
Yeah, same.
And also, man, like it's weird that like the Clippers aren't represented in that starting five. But I mean, it's only 5 spots. I guess I get it. I don't want to say Shea Gilgeous Alexander didn't deserve it, but because he definitely did. I mean, I guess he's putting up the numbers, so. Yeah, I guess that's right, but it is weird that the Clippers are winning like they are and nobody's represented.
They're rolling.
Yeah, they look very good.
What they should do is just take the whole Clippers starting 5 and put them as the reserves. That way they can just come in and just run, and they might end up beating these.
Listen, rest them. Listen, man, you don't want to drop James Harden. You know what I'm saying, at All-Star in the middle of the season, and you guys are rolling. I mean, maybe that's the recharge that he need, but brother's getting older.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, man, let's stay focused, man. Like, you know what I'm saying, stay grounded, be ready for the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Playoffs are coming. But hold on. Yeah. I'm gonna eat crow with the Clippers. I didn't think it was gonna work out. You always said it would because James Harden's a baller. Let me ask you this. None of this is worrisome to you that this is James Harden's contract year? Or do you think that this is gonna be going forward, this is gonna be the James Harden we're gonna get?
I feel like this is the James Harden we've always seen.
Okay.
Like, I mean, he's, you know what I'm saying? Like he literally is a Swiss Army knife. People misconstrued him as being like just a scorer from his time in Houston, but it was like that was his role there. Yeah. But like, man, dude's been a good facilitator. Like we've known that for a long time. He tried to matter of fact, when he went to Houston, he was trying to hand those reins off. That's why they were trying with CP3 and all those guys. Like, all right, let's let somebody else facilitate and just let James focus on scoring. But I mean, he had been doing it all his whole career. So now it's like, okay, we asking him to adjust and facilitate, still get buckets, but we asking you to facilitate, put a lot of talent around you. He's thriving. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what he does. And you know what I hate about that is the fact that, you know what I'm saying, Luka has the exact same game as Harden, just with a little less facilitation in his bag. And, like, we praise Luka for everything. Like, dudes, oh, man, like, he ain't won nothing. You know what I mean? Like, he flames out in the playoffs, too. Like, he ain't made it nowhere.
I mean, it's the same equation we get with Lamar Jackson not getting into the Super Bowl, but then we praise, Josh Allen for being a baller. He doesn't have enough help.
Hey, listen, man, why? Why we like this? But I don't like that. I don't know.
That. What did you think about Lamar Jackson though?
I was fine with it, man.
Me too.
Honestly, it's like, man, I felt like he went out there, he competed, like came up short. Listen, somebody's got to lose.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody's got to lose. Like it's not like he wasn't out there giving it his all. And like, I mean, Mans was throwing and catching passes. He was catching his own passes.
He was doing it all.
Yeah, what more did you want from him?
What I hate
Zay
is
Flowers with that dummy move.
Right. It wasn't even a fact. He fumbled, but then he get up and do the taunting, like all that. Like, act like you've been there before, bro. Like, come on. And then Odell Beckham's dad was just like, he was on Lamar Jackson's head top about, playing better, not getting his son the ball or whatever. I'm like,
hey, come on. OBJ is washed, man. Like,
right. That's the first thing you have to acknowledge, bro.
Yeah, he's washed, man. It's over. He was lucky to have the opportunity there.
Right. He's relegated to doing pregame one-hand catches. Like, that's what you're here for. Get out there and catch. And then when you get in the game, just have some flashy sneakers on,
Yeah, just run around, man. Like, it was a good run. You're here for a veteran presence and cheap.
Right.
So,
definitely. Yeah. What do you think about the NFL, the Super Bowl, though? You think we got the two teams are in there? Or do you think it's the right two teams or the best two teams?
It's good. Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like the Chiefs are the old guard and the 49ers are like that team that's like been on the cusp this whole time. They're kind of the Cinderella story because they really want to push Brock Purdy so bad.
They do.
Like they want him to be, you know what I mean?
It doesn't matter. The Chiefs, until I see somebody beat the Chiefs, they're not. I don't think they're gonna lose.
They just know. You know what I'm saying? They've been there before. They just know how to win. Like, I'm sorry, man. Pat Mahomes is a dog.
He is.
He's a complete dog. He sounds like Kermit.
Right. To the point of what we talked about with Joker. I don't think Patrick Mahomes has one cut on his body. And guess what? He's out here just doing his thing, man.
Yeah. Smart, you know what I'm saying? Athletic, man. Throw bombs, throw dots.
Yeah. I think I wanted Detroit to make it, man. I was really rooting for them.
Somebody said as a matter of fact, you sent me that meme. Somebody said the NFL is going to have Detroit, Baltimore linking up. Hit the button.
No, like, absolutely not. They were like, can't have that
in Vegas.
Yeah, in Vegas.
Bad. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
Man, I know Vegas was looking at like, bro, we were gonna have so much money come in, like it was gonna be mink coats and yak everywhere, you know, like it was gonna be
a lot of houses gonna get lost.
Oh, for sure, absolutely. We'll figure it all out later.
We're breaking homes. The Super Bowl weekend is breaking homes.
Right,
believe that.
Right. Well, it was something we were talking about hip hop wise. We said we are going to touch back into.
Man, we got so much to talk about in hip hop, brother.
Okay.
Like, first of all, 21 Savage scamming.
Oh,
8.
Yeah.
That was nasty. Like, bro, the way he was looking at those cards, like, come on, bro. Like, it's like he forgot the cameras were there.
We were recording this whole time. All right?
Yeah.
Like, you've been trying to get this guy finessing for this money. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's on camera. We see it.
Yeah.
Like,
You know what I'm saying? He was staring hard at those cards.
Right.
And then he didn't. Then when he was getting exposed, then he stared even harder. What? I never seen that. Hey, brother, you seen everything.
He said he gave him money back. He said he did, but rightfully so.
He ended up playing him in 2K, and the running theory is that he just tanked in 2K so that way he could give him the money back and make it right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So we knew what you were doing, 21.
But listen, I love it. That's what you should be doing, man. Like, live your raps, man. Like, listen, that is in his heart and soul. You know what I'm saying? He saw a chance to finesse, and he was about to finesse. Like, come on, man. Imagine if he got out of there, just skated by free and clean. But with the cameras,
right? No, right. With the cameras on.
Why are you standing there?
Just don't live up to the lie, bro. We know what's going on. Just own up to it, man.
I guess my thing is like, bro, it was high card. Like literally, all you had to do was just pick up a card and hey, listen, either your card was higher than the other person's or it wasn't.
Right.
Why are you staring at the cards like this? Like you was leaned over. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
right. Look at them like they were going to change.
Nobody was going to see it.
Right.
Yeah, I thought nobody was going to see it. So that was pretty funny. I did enjoy that.
That was pretty funny.
Like,
But hold on. Speaking of dying on the lie, so did you see this Benzino diss he put out?
I have not heard.
All right.
I saw they put out a diss, but I didn't.
He put out a diss and like everyone's like, oh, this is fire. So fire that they were like,
who said that?
Well, it was a diss. It was a diss. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, it was a diss towards Eminem, and immediately when he put out, they was like, "Oh man, Benzino's spitting. He had some, it came off pretty well. Like this is pretty good." And then they were like, "Hold up, Benzino's never rapped this well." Okay, and so they went back and was like, "He got a ghostwriter." And then they started putting the cadences together. They was like, "Huh, it sounds like Cassidy." So then finally, if Benzino comes out, he didn't admit who it was, or maybe he did admit that it was Cassidy. But he did say that he got a ghostwriter for the Eminem diss.
I respect it. I also respect that too, man, because it's like, yo, he knew he had to come correct. Like this was his moment. Even though, man, like I thought Eminem would enjoy more of a twilight with his career, man. For as big a star as he was for so long, man. Like, I thought he would enjoy like Eminem's not moving the needle. Like,
no one's Eminem right now. I think Eminem understands that.
But I'm saying like why did matter of fact, we just go ahead and say it. Like why did white America fall out of love with Eminem? Like he was their guy for forever. He didn't change.
He didn't change. I think once because black people started accepting him more, then it was like
we never didn't accept him. It was like, all right, he nice and like he here is cool. But like he was their one. He was their one.
He was.
It's like, man, they all just like they completely forgot about him and they just let him go.
It was just a cool thing, and then once it became not the cool shiny toy anymore, they kind of just like, we don't want to deal with it anymore.
They rode for a long time.
They did. I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not really sure.
Like, how did the tide shift on them, man?
I don't know. But it was, I don't know. I maybe if they felt finessed. I'm not sure.
I'm saying though, like Hove and Nas were able to establish and maintain a core fan base. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is Hove relevant in hip hop right now? Yes and no. Like, he's not active, so you know what I'm saying? No, he's not. Like, he's not the main topic of conversation, but he's always in the conversation. His name always comes up.
Right.
Like Eminem, like man, you hear that very faintly, but you don't hear it from we don't hear from his fan base anymore. It's like they all just like. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like they all just kind of went by the wayside. How did that happen? Because it's not like he's not nice.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? He had a huge fan base. Like, how did they all just let him go?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Weird.
That's weird.
I've never seen that.
Because he doesn't even, I mean, do you think if Eminem was putting an album out, he would even be supported, really? Because I don't think he would really like that.
I don't. That's the thing. I don't know. Like I don't know. Like last time Eminem had like you know what I'm saying, a lot of momentum was when him and MGK was going through it or whatever.
True.
But like I don't know if that was coming from his fan base. Like I think that was just like the hip hop blogs needing something to report on.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question, Kev. I'm not necessarily sure. What else we got hip hop wise? I knew it was something.
Nick and Meggie.
Yeah. Hey, so hold on. So is it over?
Megan and Nicki.
Megan, I knew what you meant, but is it over now?
It's kind of got to be like, yo, if we keeping it real, Megan shouldn't respond. Like she doesn't need to respond. She said what she had to say. She did what she had to do. Nicki Minaj looked like a complete lunatic for a week straight, and then put out that diss song, and everybody's like, "This is garbage."
They did. Everyone was like, "What is this?" Well, I'm gonna tell you, if I'm Megan, I have the perfect comeback. So you know the clip that one man, I forget the comedian's name. He's like, "They only got your boy on sex offender charges." Yeah, you're man. All Megan got to do is post that video and add Nicki Minaj on it. Beef over. That's it. Checkmate.
Like that was the problem. Like she had nothing for Meg. Like it was like, yo, she came out and I mean she tried everything. I mean, like To Stoop Is Low is talking about, you know what I'm saying, a deceased parent.
Yeah, that
like
was
to stoop
crazy.
that I'm saying to stoop that low and not even move the needle an inch. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
it got a headline.
It might be career over. I'm sorry.
I told you, Kev, I've been telling you this forever. I've been saying
that
this
album went number one. That album went number one. I never heard any songs.
You know what she
charted.
She should have done. She should have gave that album to what's the girl's name that has no talent but is loose shaker cheeks. Ice Spice. Nicki should have wrote that album and gave it to Ice Spice and then took royalties from it. That's the way. Because I think the music was good.
I gotta let you know a secret.
What's that?
Ice Spice doesn't want those grandma bars. Like she doesn't need to. She does not need to spit anything interesting. Like man, like her lane is, you know what I'm saying, simple and cute. Like Nicki Minaj can't do anything for Ice Spice. I'm very sorry.
True. And
it's over.
And Nicki was out there performing like she got the re-up done. It looked bad. Like
I don't know. But all I do know is it's like, man, to lose a battle, and I mean like it wasn't even really a battle. Like she threw a bar at you, you went absolutely berserk. And then you dropped your response, and everybody's like, "Man, this is garbage."
Yeah,
it's like people, Meg wins.
I saw people copping pleas where they were like, "Maybe it's a different beat." And they put a different beat behind it. Oh man, it sounds good this way. Well, you gotta do all that and recook the food. It's like, come on, bro.
Yeah, like
just accept it that it was trash. And let's just move on.
Like, yeah, you had your shot. That's the problem. It's like, man, she had her shot, and like, sorry, man, it just didn't land.
Well, I think what became weird about it too, though, was everyone thought that her and Megan were cool because they had that song together.
Well, after I don't know. Like I think after Meg did the song with Cardi, then they wasn't cool no more after that. You know how that goes. But all I know, man, is it's like, yo, that's a sad way to go out. Because I mean, but I guess what we realized was like, you really didn't have anything for Megan. It's like, yo, okay, you're gonna talk about her getting shot in the foot. What that got to do with you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you so upset about her getting shot in the foot? Like,
well, you're the last person to be upset about somebody in the law.
Well, I guess that's the thing, but also it's like you're not involved in that at all, and like she was the victim in this, so like I don't really get the joke here. What I'm supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right?
Then you know, maybe she slept with a bunch of people. Well, I don't understand what that has to do with Nicki Minaj. But listen, and also, if we talking about who you slept with,
right? That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like that part right there, like that to me was Nicki's death blow to me. In my opinion, that was her. Like she literally went out super sad, and we talked about it before. I'm like, bro, there's no coming back from that. Like I get making bad decisions, but like, come on, man, that's a crazy stain to have on your record, man. Like,
yeah, that is a crazy pin to have to wear on your jacket.
Exactly.
But yeah, I and I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like she'll be fine, but it is kind of like, all right, man, we can see the you know what I'm saying, sun is setting.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
It's been time set, Kev.
Time to ride on out. You know what I'm saying?
It's been set,
Vegas
man.
Records and see.
Yeah, and then I saw Megan got a big deal she signed a new deal with her record label. Like it was one of the biggest ever. So it's like,
we don't care about that.
We don't care about none of that. No, right? Like, facts. None of it.
Yeah, it's like, all right, that sounds good. But yeah, I don't know. But that was interesting. But Nicki was going haywire. Like, yo, she looked unhinged. She's probably still ranting.
The thing when I listen to her talk though, man, it's like, I remember in her heyday, she would talk, and you'd be like, oh, that's her multiple personality thing. Kind of like Eminem used to do sometimes while he was rapping, and Kendrick would do while they were rapping. They didn't do it in their everyday life.
I was going to say, it wasn't a part of like,
So when she used to do that, I was like, this is weird. But she was easy on the eyes, and she was new, and she was doing well. Nicki had a good run. Now, all the antics that happen with her now, she's still doing the same speaking voice. She's still doing the weird stuff. It's got me looking like, Was Nicki even that great to begin with? That's my opinion. I'm just looking like.
Yeah, like listen, I don't want to take nothing away from her or whatever. She had a great career.
Yeah,
the music was never for me. Like
never.
You know what I'm saying? It's cool, and that's cool, and that's cool. But you know what I'm saying? I won't take that away from what she's accomplished. Like that's cool. But listen, all good things come to an end. Like,
but I think sometimes with it's two people. What is it's the artist that doesn't know how to let it go, and it's the athlete that wants a star and they're around. I told you this story before. I forget to do this. I think it was Fred Jones. He played for the Pacers. And I went to a Pacer game. As a matter of fact, it was when Dame Lillard played for the Trailblazers, and I went to see them play against Paul George and them at the Fieldhouse in Indiana. Okay. I never forget. I'm there watching the game, and I was like, "Oh, that's Fred Jones." And he was sitting there like Darvin Ham at the concession stand with his hands in his pockets. Nobody was talking to him. Like once star in a profession and literally no fans are around them is one of the hardest things to look and see the dejection. And I remember we locked eyes, and I looked at him. He had his hands in his pocket. He looked over to me, and I was like, "Huh." Threw my head nod and kept it moving. And I think that might have been like nothing with the artists that don't know how to let it go, and the athlete who transitions into regular life where they're no longer being coveted by the fans. Is a sad thing to see, man. I think
bet it is hard.
Yeah, I bet it is hard. I bet it is hard, but I don't care.
That weird fan base, man.
She has a very weird fan base, and the weird thing about her fan base is it's a lot of men, which I don't get. I can understand females because like women empowerment and all that, but like for dudes, like man, Nicki had a run. Nicki is this. Nicki is that. I'm like, really? I don't see it. Maybe it's a me thing. I just don't see the greatness.
That's what I'm saying. Like I mean, like listen, it could just be a blind spot for me. I don't know. You know what I mean? But what I do know. Like man, I like that diss. First of all, I didn't listen to that song.
I've not.
Like I just saw the response and everybody was like, "This is trash." This is garbage. I can't believe I stayed up to midnight.
even if it would have been good, I probably would have never heard it, Kev. Because like when she put out the album that came out, it was like, "Oh, this was a good album." I've not listened to 2 seconds of the album.
Yeah, I haven't heard any of it.
Just the Nicki Minaj thing. I never really. You know what I mean? Like,
but that's fine. Like it just wasn't for us.
It wasn't for me.
It's cool.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. And that's perfectly cool. Like I respect that. Yeah. But yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, Meg wins by default, I guess. Because like, listen, I ain't listening to her music neither. I ain't listening to his song.
Facts.
Like,
or if I did, I'm like, this has audio. But anyways,
it was on Instagram. They was like, oh, like she dissed so and so here. I heard that clip. I ain't heard none of the rest of it. I'm not going to.
I think it's something to do with and I've had this conversation with you. Like female comedians, I don't get it. You know what I mean? Like and I don't want to say, oh, they're not funny, but I just don't get the level of humor. And then with female music, I listen to it and I'm like, oh, this isn't for me. So I don't get that either. So when stuff happens, when people come out, whether it be a female comedian or a female artist, they start putting product out. I can't relate to it, so I feel like I'm just the outsider looking in.
You know, so I used to feel that way too, but like man, that Doja Cat song I sent you, like, bro, that's fire. Like, but
good point.
You know what I'm saying?
Good point.
You know what I mean? So it's there is a way to connect. Like, you can make it work. It's just that what these individual artists are talking about, I have no interest in.
Right.
And it's like there's a lot of male rappers like that too. So
true.
It's cool. It's cool.
True. Yeah, you're right. That's a good point. Because like you said, Doja Cat, she's talented.
Yeah, that's so fire.
And I'm not saying that Nicki and them aren't talented. It just ain't for me.
Yeah, it just ain't for me. Yeah, that's cool. A lot of my favorite artists are female artists. Like I love Beyonce.
Yeah.
Like listening to Adele. Like you know what I'm saying, it connects. You know what I'm saying, it's cool.
Yeah.
What's Rhapsody? Man, had a fire album. Her first album, fire.
Yeah. No Name.
So it's like it can work. No Name. Like it can work. It can work. But like. Yeah, it's that category, that genre.
What is that genre? Because I don't like none of them in that genre. I know we can't
say
it. I don't like it. I don't like any of it. Like I don't think I'll ever understand why. Like to the point where I kind of want it gone. I might want it gone. Hold on, is drill rap still a thing? I was going to ask you that. Is drill?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Chicago drill isn't really going anywhere right now. Like all the guys are locked up or moved on.
Turn Chicago into a parking lot.
Don't do them like that, man.
Nah, because like that. Listen, I don't want no problems, okay? But when I watch the videos and like even when they show the video of the breakdown of the FGB duck thing, it's like, why'd they take that to trial?
They had to, man.
Why? Kev, they had every angle.
The Fed wins. Yeah, the Fed wins. Like every time they show you why they win. And honestly, they take that to trial, man, to make an example for everybody else. Like, oh man, these were your guys, and this would like, bruh, how long do you think they're gonna get in prison?
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah. True.
The Fed is going to lock them up forever.
Right.
Like O Block 5. Ha.
Yeah.
You'll be dreaming of O Block. Yeah, you could be on cell block is where you could be for the rest of your natural life.
Right.
Like,
Rightfully, and you're right where you need to be, man.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why they take it to trial. But that's also why Chicago drill doesn't, you know what I'm saying? It's not hitting the same no more. They took all the guys off the street, which is probably for the best.
Absolutely.
New York drill.
Yeah.
Headed the same direction.
I think Atlanta is going to.
Atlanta's quieted down.
They're quieted down because I don't. Do you think Young Thug's going to? Do you think these charges are going to stick, or do you think he's going to get out? No. Okay. Because I don't follow it enough, so maybe I lean on you to kind of.
I hate that. I hate that for Young Thug or whatever. But it's like, man, the charges are already flimsy. It's like, hey, listen, we think you were the leader of this gang. And if we have enough evidence to kind of point to you being the leader of this gang, then you're guilty of everything else that this gang has ever done.
Yeah.
And like, so it's like that's hard to beat because all I have to do is convince you that, hey, listen, this guy was he was a part of this gang. This gang did bad stuff.
Right.
Jail, prison.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're not getting out.
Yeah,
you know.
No. And oh man, that's got to be the worst thing as like a rapper and artist. I mean, period. I'm sure it's not enjoyable under any circumstance. But as a rapper or artist, like if you're scorching hot on fire and then you got to go sit down for 10 years, it's over.
It's over. Look at what's my man?
Bobby Shmurda.
Right, Bobby Shmurda. There you go.
He was more popular in prison than when he got released. We saw him free. Was like, all right, well, do something. He didn't have much. We were like, all right, well, it's over. Yeah,
that's it. Hope you did good with your money. You got some royalties. Other than that, do some walkthroughs. You're done.
Yeah,
you know,
it's done. Finished. Yeah, like nobody's come home and it's been like great, other than Gucci Mane. And even with Gucci Mane, he didn't do a long time in prison. Like BG, it's over. Yeah, it's never gonna happen again. BG.
Just Grant, listen.
He looks like he just did 12 years in prison.
Right. He looks like he gotta cut that hair. Like I look at him and I'm just looking. Something looks off. I get to the point where I think he might be a clone. Like I used to think that Gucci was a clone until I started hearing him talk. Okay, that's real Gucci. Oh yeah, especially after I seen him with the versus Jeezy. But when I see BG, I'm like, something seems off here, bro. Something seems off.
Going to jail as a rapper, man, especially for a long time, like that's gotta. You were talking about like falling off as a celebrity. Mm-hmm. That has got to be the worst feeling in the world. Like Max B.
That's what I'm saying.
Man, we hear Max B is getting out once a year, every year. Still locked up, man. And the thing is, when he does get out, man, you know what I'm saying? I hope he lives a productive life because, listen, it's over. Yeah. It's over. Like French Montana, not popping like that. Jim Jones, not pop. Like, it ain't the old days no more. Like, it's over.
Well, I think what they should do, like I said, what Nicki should have done was giving her album to the younger folk. That's what I think Young Thug is doing because when you sent me that clip of Playboy Cardi, that sounds like a reincarnation of Young Thug. And I get it because he probably looked at it like Young Thug ain't coming back. Guess what? I'm going to go ahead and take the lane. I'm going to do exactly what he was doing. And I got new fire. Because you
Cardi was sounding pretty good. Cardi was sounding pretty good. I was like, okay. All right, but I like this.
Say, if Young Thug was out here running around, we'd be like, come on, bro. What are you doing? But now the Young Thug is gone. They're like, huh?
Yeah, Playboy Cardi, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I like this. Yeah, I'm saying this ain't bad.
So, man, Cardi, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, man.
Hey, listen, and salute. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, feed the streets, man. Like, listen, I'm here to be entertained. Entertain me.
Exactly. You got anything else, bro?
I wish I had that Apple Vision Pro. That's what I got.
That's what I got. We off this podcast, don't get it. And I went back in my notes too.
I got this Xbox here, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff sitting around here that.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you. That's a great point you bring up about the Xbox. I've been contemplating selling my Xbox, getting another PS5 for literally about 2 weeks now.
I've been thinking about that as well. I'm like, man, PS5, man, low-key, we can good prices. I could use a second one.
Exactly. PS5 Slim.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't really use Xbox. I use Xbox to like watch YouTube.
Put it up in the loft. You know what I'm saying? Maybe have an excuse, get another controller. It might be nice. But listen, it's all hands on deck for that Vision Pro. I ought to go to man.
That's what we title this podcast. Kev, don't do it. Okay, just don't do it.
You're right. I shouldn't do it. But I got to do it.
No, let's get out of here. Yo, be the people. This Nate here.
This Kev.
And yo, we are Games Music Life. This is the game. Well, this was the Games Music Life podcast, episode 324. Drink more water, people. Peace.